buzzing, the console hum, the joystick waits, the shadows run. Phil sits cool with a whiskey stare, cards on the table, truth in the air. Loyalty's a razor, what will you do? Silence thicker than a smoky haze, a chessboard game in a digital maze. Phil leans back, says make it plain. Tony grins, you'll know my name. The Xbox road to respect, it's about the players, what they expect. Tony says trust me, don't deflect. This is an offer to perfect. Neon buzzing, the console hum, the joystick waits, the shadows run. Phil sits cool with a whiskey stare, cards on the table, truth in the air. Loyalty's a razor, what will you do? Silence thicker than a smoky haze, a chessboard game in a digital maze. Phil leans back, says make it plain. Tony grins, you'll know my name. The Xbox road to respect, it's about the players, what they expect. Tony says trust me, console hum, the joystick waits, the shadows run. Phil sits cool with a whiskey stare, cards on the table, truth in the air.
Freaking OBS, freaking crash.
Tony walks in black suit shop.
Here I am. What is going on? I can't go one day. Today's my day off. I usually don't stream on Thursdays. I go one freaking day. And I got to walk into this. We got Wicked Hot in the room. We got Frank. We got Peter. What's going on, guys? It is, I don't know what's going on all day today since this morning. It's been going crazy for Xbox. You got people saying a bunch of crazy stuff, which doesn't seem to be that crazy, actually. And then it hits the press, Bloomberg. Microsoft is asking Xbox gaming division to produce profit margins 30%, which are well above the industry average, which is the reason for canceling products, raising prices, and slashing thousands of jobs. So this is totally what we were talking about for the last 2 years. It seems like Microsoft is self-sabotaging the Xbox brand for sure. So, yeah, this reminds me of a company called WCW back in 2000. You know, the company was trying to get themselves together to make money, but they lost a ton of money. And then AOL came in. They were merging with Time Warner, and they said, get that crap off of the station. So they did everything they could to sabotage the company to the point where they said, we've had enough. We're going to sell it. And that was it. Was at a giant food and grocery store this morning. They had tons of Game Pass Ultimate $20 and $60 cards. Nice. Well, here's the thing. I'm not buying Game Pass at the current price of $54 because I'm done. My thing expires in April 19th, actually. I'm done. No more. I'm fed up as an Xbox fan, and I'm done. So the last game I purchased was Hexen and Mortal Kombat. And that's it. Because you don't know what's going to happen with your digital library with 2 R's. And I don't trust them. You know, I'll sit back and let them show me what they're going to do. But I'm done. So 30%, yeah, it seems like they're self-sabotaging. They know that the division can't make that. There's no way. Even if you cut the jobs and do all that, they're not going to be able to do all that. It's impossible. You know how many studios you would have to close down for that? Probably 1, maybe 2. Who the hell knows? I don't know. I don't work there. Thank God. Anyway, it's another day with another drama of Xbox, and apparently the drama is going to keep on pouring in from what I'm seeing online. So that's, I guess, fun, right? I had to keep talking about this crap. Sucks. Anyway, the Discord is open if anybody wants to jump in here. If not, no worries. I just wanted to come on here and give my 2 cents because a lot can happen between today and next Wednesday, that's for sure. We're supposed to be getting this Halo teaser tomorrow. Some people are saying that the Halo remake isn't even it's not going to release next year. It might release the year after. So I don't know what the hell is going on. They're making 3 Halo games, apparently. I don't know what's going on. Again, this is all leaks. So, I mean, I don't know what the hell is happening. I fear for Double Fine. Yeah, Peter, I think Double Fine's on the chopping block. Unfortunately, I think that game didn't really hit. And I think that's it, man. The only one to trust is good old games. Yeah, that's true. Or you could just pirate the games anyway. But, I mean, that's not going to help me with my library. I'm already losing over 900 games here on Xbox by leaving. That's why I still have the Xbox console in the house. I have 17 of them. Why do I have 17 of them? I have them at work and I have them here. I have them because all my games are digital and I got over 900 digital games. That's why. Okay, so when people say, "Oh, what are you flexing?" No, fuckface. Instead of having discs all over the house, I put the machines in every room. This way, if I go in the movie room and I want to play a game, I can play a game. If I want to stream it, I can stream it. Behind me is a 65-inch TV and C1 OLED. Okay, there's another Xbox back there, the Halo Edition, and then there's another PS5 Pro back there. Downstairs, my wife has a Series X she streams on, and she has a PS5 Pro. And also, right around the corner downstairs is another Series X, another Halo Edition, and another PS5 Pro, and a Switch 2, and the PC, and an N64, and a GameCube, and an Xbox 360. Anything else you guys need to know? So, what is going on, everybody? I have zero faith in them, says Frank. All this stuff would be easier to swallow if they were at least putting out good games. Well, they had some decent games this year. I mean, in my opinion, I think Doom was the best game they released this year. You know, some of the other people like Oblivion or whatever. Or, a lot of people are looking forward to this Outer Worlds game, which I'm not. I don't play those games. So, yeah, man, I have all the consoles. I've always had all the consoles, day one for the most part. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. It seems like all this stuff is coming to a head. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. All this stuff is getting out. The company's in some turmoil. But, yeah, man, it sucks. We definitely need Xbox around for competition, but how competitive can they be if they're being self-sabotaged by the company? What's in my wallet? Well, Peter, I'm definitely not Frasier from Cheers. If you saw that episode, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Doom and Oblivion Remaster are good. Bethesda still gets it done. Well, yeah, it's Bethesda. They're going to get their stuff done. Best console coming out is the C64 Ultimate. Road to Fredbox. Venom Dave, what's going on? I have a Commodore 64 downstairs. I just never hooked it up. Venom Dave, what are you deleting this guy's comments for? He's new. Unless you know him. Yeah, Venom Dave, I think you hit the wrong button. Yeah, Venom Dave, I don't know what you were doing. It was an accident? Oh, well, let's unhide the guy. There you go. He probably still can't talk, though. Even though I unhit him, but there you go. Well, Venom Dave made a mistake. That's all right. Anyway. So what do you guys think, man? I had a C64 growing up. Got the C64. Nice, man. Yeah, I have one downstairs. A family member gave my wife. I still haven't hooked it up. I don't think I've ever played it. Besides an emulator, I probably never even played it. I got the new Atari pre-ordered, the Pac-Man one. That thing's going to cost me like $500, man. That's crazy. But it comes with the Pac-Man Atari with all the different colors of the joysticks. They look like the ghosts. I actually pre-ordered that shit. What do you guys think, man? We're hearing this guy Phil Spencer is going to retire soon. We're hearing Sarah Bond's going to take over. We're hearing she made all those crappy commercials that we talked about last night. Like, I don't know what's happening, man. Then we're hearing that stuff is going to come out about the company. Like, fucked up stuff that's going to make the fan base really mad. Then we're hearing about influencers and this guy was lying to people. and manipulating people, which we kind of called like years ago on this show. I don't think he makes it past January. Well, you know, we're hearing that 10/28. That date's coming up a lot. I wonder why. Milkman, what's going on? Milkman, if you want to jump in, jump in. Dizzy Delta, what's going on? Microsoft management is taking it. Yeah, that's what happened with WCW, man. They tanked it. When I'm hearing all this stuff, I'm getting flashbacks to 2001 and 2000. Just reading what was going on backstage with WCW and then hearing all this shit that's happening back there. It seems almost parallel as far as like management doesn't want it around. Self-sabotage. I don't know. I'm seeing tweets all day. Everyone's going back and forth. Mike Ybarra's cursing people out. It's crazy. Well, I don't know if he's cursing people out, but he's definitely putting his stuff out there as far as getting back at people. That's for sure. President says, Xbox President Sarah Bond says exclusive games are antiquated and that people are evolving past them. Yeah, tell that to Nintendo, who made a shit ton of money this year. So here's the thing. Here's what I don't understand. How are we going to do this moving forward? Oh, God. Michael B. Jordan is Tubbs now in Miami Vice. What the fuck? All right, whatever. That's not what I'm here to talk about, but I just saw that on Twitter. Isn't that crazy? Bars, yeah, I agree, Peter. I didn't like how he said tip the developers. I thought that was kind of tone deaf. It's like, dude, you're a multimillionaire. You tip them. How about that? We already paid enough. Try putting themselves in games. What does that mean? What happened today? A lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff is starting to come out. It's starting to unravel about the Xbox brands. Not my news to really talk about. I'm just here to talk to you guys, see what you guys think. But apparently they have to hit this number that's, I don't know, 2 or 3 times higher than what Sony has to hit. Basically, the company, Microsoft, is sabotaging the Xbox brand because they want to get rid of it. Which is what we talked about on here, was a couple of weeks ago, last week. Something like that. Like, Padme, Xbox, you broke my heart. Well, that's the thing now. Like, I'm just not going to buy any digital games on there anymore. I'm not buying any more games on it. I'm done. I'll still buy remotes because I use them for the computer. But I'm done, man. I'm done buying the games from them. Not doing it. I'm not investing anymore in this ecosystem until they show me what they're going to do. I'm not going to blindly do this anymore. You know, you had me stack Game Pass every few years because I was waiting for the games. Then you cancel the games that I want to play. It's like, then what am I doing here? And I don't play these crappy indie games. Oh, look at this guy. It's Hank Hill. What happened?
The road to respect. I have a minute. I was like, I'm
Yeah,
hopping
well, you
on.
better make it good. So what do you have to tell us?
I don't know. This is all crazy. We knew this whole thing with the profit margin we heard about a long time ago, and we like knew this was happening. So
Back from the dead, what's going on?
it's really no surprise.
Yeah, well, if I were you guys, I would stop buying digital games on Xbox. Maybe buy physical from now on if you can find them. And then, depending on what happens, at least you have something to sell. I don't know.
Yeah, because we don't know if what games are going to transfer over to the next one and what aren't. So I wouldn't buy any more digital stuff over there.
There's some people out there saying there might not be a next one. If they don't hit those numbers, they'll scrap the division.
Or even if you have a halfway decent PC, just get stuff on Steam, because even if the next thing plays Steam, then you're good. You got your games.
Yeah,
So,
that's a good idea. Just go get stuff at Steam.
or I think Peter said before, GOG and the other one, like anywhere you could get them that's not locked. You know?
Well, here's the thing too, really quick with Magnus. You could just pirate the fucking games on there. You know what I mean?
That too. Yeah.
So it's not even going to do them any favors. People will just pirate games, not even do Game Pass. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's going to be a big issue that they don't.
It's just
they
that,
haven't really.
This whole thing just seems like a fucking mess. It really does.
Yeah, you're not going to get people that are just want to play a couple of games. Like, this is going to be a really niche thing, and I don't even think then it's going to work. Because PC guys are already like, oh, we all have custom PCs if you're really into PC, and anyone casual is just gonna get a Switch or a PlayStation. So like, I hate to say this, and I'm sorry. Who is this for? I mean, if you really think about it, like, what is this thing?
It's for console people converting to PC. That's who it's for.
I guess it's like a step in between that you could go to, but I don't know. I mean, we really got to see what they come up with, if anything, and then we could
just keep your fucking Series X for backwards compatibility and build a PC next gen. That's all I can say. If you want to buy Magnus, go ahead, but I'm just saying, like, for a couple extra $100, you can build your own computer.
Even if that backwards compatibility is locked to the chip on their thing, I'm not going to buy it if my computer's more powerful, because I'll just play those games on Series X, or I'll rebuy them for like $1 on Steam. I'm not going to buy their machine to play my Xbox One games.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, who's going to do that? Like, oh, I'm going to spend $1,200, $1,400 to play Xbox One games in worse quality than like
how
my
about
PC can just play
you
them.
just fucking forget your library on Xbox and just fucking start over.
That's what I did.
At this
point, buying stuff elsewhere.
I got 900 games. All right, Phil, you fucking robbed me from 900 games. You robbed me. You got me. You motherfucker. We're not even 5 years in, and this guy pivoted hard. So fuck that guy. He sucks big fat ass. And by the way, we're finding out that he's not too innocent either. Everything I've been saying, this guy, I was like, he's not innocent. Oh no, it's Satya. Oh no. We're starting to find out that he's definitely not the innocent little angel in the corner over there. This guy. You know what I mean?
The innocent little lamb that's just being forced to do this against his will.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, all this stuff is going to come out in a few months anyway. That's fine. That's why I'm not even going to argue with people about it. It's going to come out like the fucking big piece of horse cocky Xbox is. It's going to come right out.
I have 600 games, paid for games, and only 35 of them are Play Anywhere, by the way. So
back from the dead, the only reason why the profit margin is 30% is because they're trying to tank the company. I'm sorry, they're trying to tank the division. This happened with WCW. They did the same shit.
That's what we were saying, that it gives them a plausible out to say to the shareholders, look, it's not making profit. Like, they just make a ridiculous
And notice
number.
that the next Xbox is, quote, in development. But now we're hearing it's not going to launch until 2027, which means it's not in development. It's not in, like, manufacturing stages yet.
No, they said they're prototyping for it. It's not even like made yet.
Right. So it's possible it doesn't even happen. If they can't hit the 30% margin next year, who's to say that this thing's even going to happen? We don't know. We have to wait. Again, with this company, we're always waiting.
I don't see how they could hit that number. Because I don't know if this is true, but
no,
I heard
Martha Stewart got arrested for inside trading. That's different.
That's totally different.
She didn't hit her profit margin, so she got arrested.
They threw her in jail. The board was like, no, you got to go
Phil
to
Spencer
jail.
would have life in prison if he fucking got hit with that charge.
I heard that Sony only operates on like 15%. So I don't know if that's true, but if that's the case, there's no way Xbox is hitting 30.
Why do you think all these Xbox people left it? What people? A lot of these people got fired, even though they say, oh, I went to spend time with my family. And then, oh, I retired. But then you go work for another company. Retire means fired. Just remember that. They do that in WWE too. They fire the guys, but they have them go on social media and say, oh, yeah, just say you're retiring.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm retiring. And then they go to AEW a week later. Oh, I thought you retired. Oh, no. And then a year later, they go on the radio station. They're like, yeah, I got fired. I didn't retire.
Oh, they always tell the truth later once they're free of like NDAs and stuff.
Yeah, they just say shit like, oh, they want to spend time with their family. This way the internet doesn't like attack them or say, oh, good. Like, I'm glad you got fired. Oh, yeah, okay. They want to spend time with their family. Whatever. I mean, Phil Spencer isn't retiring. The guy's getting fired.
Right.
He has no power. From what we're hearing, he's got like no power left. So when he retires, you know what that really means.
So this is from, I found this
Jim
from
Ryan
August
too.
of-
They fired Jim Ryan, but they said, oh yeah, no, he's retiring. Yeah, ironically enough, right after ABK didn't go through, right after ABK went through, he magically retired, right? No, it was bullshit. Sony fired his ass.
They force you to retire.
He couldn't get the job done. His job was, I guarantee you, if he would have stopped ABK, he would have been given a fucking raise. He would still be in charge right now, and he'd be given a raise.
And PlayStation would be even worse than it is right now because.
Oh yeah, because he went forward with the live service stuff.
Yeah, that was not good.
Not good at all.
But I pulled this up this is from August of 2025. If this is true, it says PlayStation is operating at a 16% peak margin. So, and they're the market leader. So how is Xbox going to get 30%? Like, there's just no way.
Because they're sabotaging it.
That's like an astronomically high number.
Yeah, it's a number that they can't reach. Apparently they haven't reached their target since like 2018.
Yeah.
So how the fuck are they going to reach like double to triple? I think it's double.
The video game industry average is 17 to 22%.
Yeah.
So there's no way.
Purposely
they're in like
doing this.
Place.
There's no way.
It says in 2022 they were only operating at a 12% margin. There's no way in heck.
Man, they're raising the prices and they're raising their own shit. Even internally, everything's going up.
Well, that's why they're firing everybody and they're getting money anywhere they can. The dev kits, like everything. They're just like, please give us more money. Give us anything. Give me a cigarette. Anything, please.
I bet it won't happen. Yeah, well, we have to wait now. We have to sit here and wait and see what happens. That's why I'm not getting excited for nothing. And I'm not buying any more digital games on Xbox. I'm done. You guys want to do that? You want to stack Game Pass and pray to God and hope? Great. You do you. I'm doing me. And again, this isn't a I'm right and you're wrong or you're right and I'm wrong thing. This is a consumer thing. I'm not doing it. I'm not giving them any more money until they figure out what they're doing. I've given this company enough money for the last 24 years, and that's it. Enough with the bullshit. When they can prove to me what's going on, then I'll be back. If not, then I'm not missing anything. Dreadpool is going to Hallow Scream for Death Dealer. Well, happy birthday to Death Dealer.
Yeah, happy birthday. That's awesome.
That's awesome. At least you get to celebrate your birthday or celebrate her birthday doing the things that you love doing. The Hallow Scream tour. I thought you were getting Mortal Kombat. I did, Kruger, man. I got it on everything. It's already bought. It's already purchased. It's done. That's the last game I bought on Xbox. It's the last game I am going to buy. Unless NCAA is 99 cents, and I'll buy it on there too. But that's it. I'm done. Mortal Kombat was the last game I bought, and I will buy.
And to be honest, like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, the games I have on there, I haven't bought a game on there in so long that they're all cheap enough to buy on Steam. So if I really want to play one of those games, I'll just buy it on CD keys or something. Like, I don't even care anymore. There's no point in holding on to this and worrying about it.
You know what sucks? The Series X really was a great machine.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It had the backwards compatibility with the frame rate patches and all that. Like, they did everything that Sony didn't do. Like, they could have done, but they were too cheap to do it. Microsoft did it. They just didn't follow up with it, man. And that's what pisses me off. I bought all these machines and I'm stuck with them. And I can't even fucking enjoy it. I'm not even going to buy their digital stuff. So what am I doing? I'm just going to play old stuff on it. It really is the backlog fucking machine. The Series X is retro because that's all you can fucking do on it. Is play old shit. God damn. And I don't want to hear this. Oh, so many games are in Game Pass bullshit. You play those indie games, okay? You play them naked in front of your fucking neighbors. Nobody gives a flying fuck face. If I could speak today, fucko, fuck you. How about that?
There's nothing on there that is worth it.
Oh, no, there's a fucking game by Double Fine where you play as a fucking tree. You don't move, you just play as a tree. And I'm sure that's going to get them fucking closed down next month.
What is the game called? Because I want to see, like, I bet you can buy it on PC.
What's that game called,
money.
everyone? And that's in
I'm
the
looking
thing?
it up. Hang on. I guarantee that's not a $70 game.
That's not even on PlayStation, by the way. It's only on Xbox.
Oh, Keeper? Is that the game?
Keeper.
Okay, let me put in Keeper CD keys and see how much it costs. Just to see, like, for fun. Oh, if it wants to load today.
It's called loaded.com now.
Oh, it's only $29.99 full price.
I think that's the price of it anywhere.
Yeah, so you could get and then somewhere has it for $25.78. So like, it's less than a month to just buy that game if you really want to play that game. There's no point.
I'm hearing it's one of the worst games that they put in Game Pass.
I'm surprised everyone's not like, ooh, touting it. It's on Game Pass.
Well, because Ninja Gaiden 4 came out and they got to kiss that thing's ass, even though that game sucks.
Which they want $70 for that game.
Yeah, they're on crack. It's not Microsoft selling it. It's, Team Ninja, but that game sucks. The second one was better. Remember they remade the second one earlier this year? That one was way better than 4.
Yeah, that was better.
It'll probably come to PlayStation later like Psychonauts. If there's a company, there might not be a studio for it to come out later on PlayStation.
Yeah, he's right.
Apparently there's massive layoffs coming early next year, so we'll see. If Double Fine didn't hit that 30%, Tim Schafer's going to be homeless.
He didn't save any money. He's screwed.
If he's smart, he's already putting a deal together to buy Double Fine.
Yeah, he should just buy it.
To just buy it back out from Microsoft and head on out.
Yeah, then he can port his games anywhere he wants, or
right. He can be an independent again and then port it out.
Yeah.
If not, he's fucked. He's gonna have to make a new studio.
Yeah, he should just buy. I'm sure they would sell it to him because they don't care. They just want
maybe
money.
Not. If they want to sell everything, they need that.
That's true. To add to their portfolio to see.
It depends on how much money the guy's making. If the guy's not making the company any money, maybe they'll say, all right, give us $2 million. It's yours.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, the studio's not worth anything without him attached to it. Like, who's going to play Psychonauts 3 without Tim Schafer?
What's NG4? Ninja Gaiden 4? It's fucking boring as shit the first half hour. You play some other guy. And I'm like, I want to play as Hayabusa. What's going on here? It just feels like when you're playing the game, it feels like you're going through the motions. It doesn't feel fun. Like Ninja Gaiden 2, what was it? Ninja Gaiden 2 Black remake. Bro, that game is awesome. I'm playing the game and I'm having fun. This one, I'm like a little anime character. It looks like some bootleg shit. Because they pulled the Metal Gear on you. You know, Metal Gear 2, you play as Raiden. And you're like, I bought this for Solid Snake. I don't want to play as Raiden.
Yeah.
Stupid. That's like a $10 game. $70 my ass.
Well, I'm sure when they sell all this stuff, someone's gonna scoop up Crash and Spyro and all these guys that we'll never see again.
This whole thing is fucked up, man.
It's honestly, at this point, I would rather them just sell stuff because they're not doing anything with their IPs, even their good ones and big ones. So, what's the point?
Yeah, they did. They did announce that, but he sucks. I'm sorry, he just does. It was getting repetitive. I streamed it. I played for about 38 minutes, and I'm like, man, this shit sucks. This is not even fun.
Sorry, I gotta look. I have to look at my phone real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Make sure everything's good.
It's the road to respect. So anyway, so what do you think about all this shit that I've been sending you all morning about all this Xbox stuff? Even the stuff I didn't cover.
We knew that this was all going to come out in the coming months, and it's just slowly trickling out like horse cocky. Like we're just going to keep getting stuff like this, and it's just going to. This is what it is now. This is going to be Xbox. It's just going to be a slow decline until it's gone, and that's
They're
it.
pulling the consoles from the stores. I mean, people are denying this shit, but we're living it. We're going there every fucking day to these stores. They don't have them anymore.
Yeah. I literally go to Target multiple times a week because I grocery shop there, and I check.
You bought the last one at Sam's Club, clearanced out.
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, this is not good. The fucking it's not like the Magnus is coming out in like April. And they're pulling all this shit now to get ready for it. That console is being discussed. It's not even fucking there. It's in prototype stages. They're not even manufacturing it yet.
Yeah.
So there's a chance that might not even come out.
Even if they had it ready to go, like they were sure of what they were doing today, it wouldn't be out till November of 2027.
And I see these stupid people tweeting, well, this doesn't mean anything. No, fuckface. If they can't hit the 30%, then that means they fucking shut down and you can't play Xbox anymore, you dumb fucks.
Right.
That's what that fucking means. You want the next console? Well, they got to hit 30%. Just saying. That's how it works.
And if they decide they're not going to...
Bro, if fucking Sony doesn't hit their projected targets, guess what? They fucking shut it down. They're like, this place isn't making any money. We're done.
Right. They the other thing too is if they say like in 6 months they're like, yeah, we're not doing an Xbox or whatever, they're just gonna shut down to a skeleton crew and barely support the Series X, and it's just gonna die out. Like that's it.
Yeah,
like,
this
is their last shot.
I think Brad Sam says, oh, they'll support the Series X till 2030. I heard somebody say that. It's like 2030. Who gives a shit? That's another 5 years. I don't care if there's support for it. Who gives a fuck? You're telling me this thing is coming out in 2016, 2017. Now you're saying 2017, the new machine. Why would I care about the old one?
You mean 26, 27? You said 2016, 27.
Whatever. 26, 27.
Yeah, but you're exactly right about this thing's not coming out tomorrow and they're pulling them, or they're just not sending them anymore. I mean, so honestly, like who's going to care by the time this thing comes out? People are going to be long moved on to other platforms. They're not going to care about this anymore.
This Christmas is all about Nintendo. And if someone's Xbox breaks, guess what? They're just going to buy a PlayStation. Because you can't find a fucking Xbox anywhere.
who's gonna wait to find an Xbox and order one? Like, it's not that serious. People are, like you said, they'll just buy a PlayStation.
What do you think Matt
It's gonna be
Booty's doing
cheap.
right now, says Dizzy Delta? I think he's locked in his office jerking off. That's what I think he's doing right now. The guy has to have the most protective, cushy gig. They all do. Breaking news. They're all part of the Millionaires Club.
He might get fired though, because I heard he doesn't do anything. Like, legitimately.
Those are the
So
guys that always stay.
yeah, right.
It's just a bunch of rich people just pretending like they're working and getting paid. That's all
Yeah.
it is. These guys don't do shit.
I don't know. At this
Welcome
point,
to the
like,
corporation.
if I was them, I would start to consolidate. I would be like, listen, Grounded's not making any money. State of Decay's not making any money. Let's focus on Halo, Gears, Forza, Call of Duty. Like, consolidate so you can actually get content
Well,
out.
yeah, but now we're hearing Halo is 3 different games. It's not coming out till 2027, but there'll
it's not
be
gonna
like
work.
a fucking live service game in between that.
That's a mistake. That's a huge mistake.
Like, what are we doing? What are
That's
we
what I'm
fucking
saying,
doing?
though. They bite off so much more than they can
And
chew.
they're
and
just promising more shit that we have to wait for. And we have to wait and see if they actually follow through with it.
Yep.
Yeah, back from the dead, you're doing the right thing. He's going to wait and see and make my decision when anything's official. That's the way to go, man.
Yeah.
I'm debating getting a Switch 2 for Metro Prime. Back, I'm going to tell you this, buddy. Try to wait for a holiday bundle for the Switch 2 and go get it and have fun, man. Have fun this Christmas. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, there's a ton of good games on Switch too.
Just save up and treat yourself. Go get it. You got kids, go get a couple of games for the kids with it. When they go to bed, you sit back and you play that Metroid and you have fun.
And hey, they're supporting the Switch 2 has more third-party support than Switch 1. I mean, you're getting Resident Evil, Assassin's Creed,
Well,
was
yeah,
there
because they actually
Fallout?
made a competent machine this time.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting some decent stuff on it. So it's not like it's just for I mean, mainly, yeah, it's just for the Nintendo games, but hey, there's other stuff you could play on it.
Yeah, Dizzy. I mean, he's a rich fuck. I mean, he doesn't care if the games are released broken. They don't care. This guy Phil Spencer played Redfall for 20 minutes and then he said, "Yeah, go sell it for 70." It's like, dude, what are you doing? And then he got called out for it, so he played another 20 minutes on it. So
They
he
got
played less than an
two-
hour, and everyone had to run out and go and buy it and play it on Game Pass, and the game sucked.
They got too ambitious with this stuff, and they didn't fix the stuff that they already had. They ran out and bought ABK while they couldn't get a Halo game right.
Well, I
It's
like how everyone's, it's not Phil's fault, whatever. Okay, well, if Phil would have fucking released the games and maybe, like Dizzy said, stayed on Matt Booty's ass, maybe that things would have been different. If games were starting to come out and he would have done his job properly, he wouldn't be in this situation. You ever think of that? Like Eric Bischoff fucked up WCW.
yeah.
If he didn't fuck it up, it would make too much money for them to throw them out. That's what these guys do, man. They get too greedy. The corporation corrupts these guys and they fuck everything up.
I think Phil just went buck wild with the checkbook, thinking like, "Oh,
Buck
this
wild.
is gonna be fine."
When I hear Buck Wild, I think naked. This guy's running around naked with a checkbook.
He got naked with the checkbook and got
Well, that's
all
what
the money
Bischoff
in
did.
one.
He fucking took Ted Turner's checkbook and fucking signed everybody.
But that's what it seems like. And then he gets back home and he's like, I got ABK. And then there's accountability. And he's like, oh crap, now we have to come up with the money for this. Like, he didn't think about it at the time. And then it's not making as much money as he hoped, which I don't understand how King and Blizzard is not just already paid for this tenfold. Like, I don't understand why that's not working.
They
It makes
probably
no sense.
have, but they're probably saying, well, that's not Xbox, that's mobile.
Yeah, there's some loophole or something stupid.
Who the hell knows what's going on? Road to Respect, Captain Catch, what's going on? That was my thought for Switch 2 with the games. Be a family Christmas gift. Yeah, man, I would say just do it. Save the money and treat yourself, treat the kids, and have fun, man. You know, that's what I would like to talk nice about Xbox and what games we're having fun with, but I can't.
There's nothing
because
to play right now.
I don't want to buy Xbox games because until I find out what the hell's going on. That's what I'm worried about. I already spent money on the hardware, the controllers, the memory units. I have not over 900 games digitally, and then I got physical games downstairs as well. I mean, I got a lot of money invested in this. And now I got to put the brakes on all that and say, all right, no more. Let's see where they go first, and then I can turn around and make a decision. And I think that's the best move for everybody. If you have a brain. You know, a lot of these guys are running around and be like, oh, everyone's a hater. No, it's not being a hater. It's holding them accountable. I spend money on this stuff. You know, Microsoft doesn't fly me to fucking all around the world giving me free shit. I have to actually pay for my stuff. And when you pay for your stuff, there's accountability. And that's why we do these shows. It's not to hate on Xbox. We love the fucking brand, you morons. I've spent more money on the brand than half you guys in the chat room. And that's not a dig on anybody. And that's totally not a flex. What I'm saying is, I was a fan of Xbox hardcore. And anybody that watched this channel the last 12 years, they know exactly what's going on. Anyway, I don't have to explain myself anymore. I'm really getting tired of that. Does the Switch 2 have an SSD or is it still HDD? It has a built-in memory. So it's not a hard drive, but it's an SSD, but more of a eMMC memory.
It's like on the board. It's like that.
Is the memory faster? It's got to be faster, right?
Yeah, that's why you have to have the SD Express or whatever.
Yeah, but the built-in memory is faster as well, right?
Yeah, it definitely is. The load times are insanely faster. I've watched like comparisons.
Yeah, they're really fast compared to the Switch 1. The Switch 1 is a piece of shit.
Because people are saying for Pokemon, it's faster to do all the stuff.
The Switch 1 is like a VTech fucking toy. Like, just throw that shit out. Just go get a Switch 2, and that's like the last Switch you'll have to buy until they release a new one, like the 3. If they're not going to release a 3, they're going to make a new machine. But until the next Nintendo console, you'll be fine with the Switch 2.
The Switch 2 is worth it. In this climate where everything's like as expensive as it is, it's a good deal.
Don't you get like 512 on the Switch or 256?
Is it 256? You'd be surprised though, Dizzy. A lot of their games are small, like 6 gigs, 16 gigs.
They do a lot of compression.
Let me look it up. How Switch 2 storage size, and we found that 1 terabyte card on sale for what, $80?
Yeah,
like it's not bad. Like you can get them already. Yeah, it's 256 internal. Which comes down to like 250 after the OS, but you could fit a good amount of stuff on there.
Yeah, it's
like
fast.
Yeah.
Microsoft want their cut, says Captain Catch. Yes, I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, they do. They want their money, and that's the thing. They're just gonna get rid of it
We think
because they want the money now.
We think they're sabotaging Xbox because they're trying to make them meet these goals that they can't meet. And they know they can't meet them.
Right. And this is not, they wanted Xbox gone for over a decade. I mean, this is nothing new. It's just they never were able to get away with it until now because people stepped in and tried to change things around and make it profitable, but they gave it a shot and it's just not working. They've just blown it up.
Right.
So this is it. I mean, there's no coming back from this. If they would have,
but this is the fucking problem. Microsoft looks at people, how long they play. They look at all these stats. We just want to play fucking games. Just give us the fucking games. And I'm not talking about these fucking shitty indie games in Game Pass. We want Halo. We want Gears of War. There hasn't been one fucking Gears of War game on the Series X this generation. And no, Gears 5 HD remastered texture pack doesn't fucking count. And Gears Reloaded doesn't fucking count. Okay.
What was that strategy game?
We haven't got one goddamn Gears of War game on this machine. Like, come on. And we only got one fucking Halo game? Are you kidding me? The fuck out of here. What were you saying?
They should have just, well, there was that stupid Gears strategy game that nobody played. Remember that? Like when it launched in 2020?
That was Tactics.
Stupid. Tactics, that was it. But they should have just stuck with the direction they were going and made stuff exclusive to PC and the console, and they would have been fine. If they would have just made Call of Duty and Elder Scrolls exclusive, they would have been all right. But they didn't do it. That's the result of them needing the money back like today, instead of just, hey, wait a year and you're gonna be good to go. Like, you got to just see it through. That's Microsoft. We always say it.
Maybe they
never
should have
see
ended
anything
Game
through.
Pass the minute they bought ABK.
Sure. And then just say, listen, if you want to play Call of Duty, Elder Scrolls, all this stuff, you got to buy it on Xbox.
If they were going to make those games multi-plat anyway, just end Game Pass. Be like, guys, listen, we'll have Game Pass in there for like the indies and smaller games, but the top games, you got to buy them now. People probably would have just bought them. It would have stung a lot of people, but you know what? They probably said, fuck it. I want Call of Duty. I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
That probably would have helped their case, but
it's not that they don't have the IP.
I see what they were doing by putting Call of Duty in, because they figured if we give it away, everyone's going to come. And guess what? Not that many people showed up.
No.
It's like Game Pass, why that was even created in the first place. Created to sell consoles. They said, fuck it. We're going to give them all the games for $10. They have to buy the console now. Guess what? Nobody fucking bought it. It's like they were just snake bitten from day one. That DRM thing, that 2013, that really changed a lot of people, man.
If you think about it too, though, in the past like 5 or 6 years, have they even had a game that if it was exclusive, you would have been like, holy crap, I got to buy an Xbox and play this? Like, besides Halo Infinite, if even, they haven't really released anything that's like that good. Like, I don't know why they didn't invest in those IPs that they knew were good. Invest in Gears, invest in Halo, keep doing Forza. They got so big.
Well, the problem with Forza is there's a million fucking Forza games, which is fine because it sells, I guess, but
right.
You're getting that every year, and I'm not getting Gears or Halo.
Yeah, they just couldn't get it done.
A lot of people didn't even like the last Forza. They said it sucked.
They should have reined it in. Stop making Grounded. Stop making State of Decay. Stop making these other things that are okay, and just focus on getting a core bunch of games. Like we said, that we were hanging out the other day. Nintendo puts out a game every single month, a good game. Donkey Kong, Mario. Like, even though they're much smaller, they're good games constantly, consistently. Xbox cannot consistently put stuff out. There's a year where you get nothing, then there's a year where you get 50 games and 10 of them are good and the rest of them suck.
We just got fucking spoiled during the 360 era. We had so many goddamn games come out during that whole run that we were like, oh man, like if this is gaming now, just wait till the future. Yeah, here we are, and there's like fucking no games coming out.
Yeah. And it's not
on any
better
platform.
On PlayStation. Right.
It's fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. When I worked at Best Buy, we had every fucking weekend, there was like 10 games that came out.
I remember back then.
Nah, forget
all
it.
Kinds of stuff. Movie tie-in games, all different games. It was great. There was so much variety back then.
Yeah, man. We had people buying like 5 or 6 games like on a Friday night.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Dude, for Christmas, I remember
compared to what it is now.
I would get a bunch of games for Christmas because there was so much out that I wanted to play. Like, it was crazy. Like, you just get like a whole bunch of stuff, and I would remember playing through it. Like, I couldn't get through all the games. Now, forget it.
Is that cute? Is that guy Wesson? Wesson, is that you?
Yeah, that's Wesson. It's doing that weird thing with the name.
Oh yeah, it's doing. Oh yeah, it hit me finally, huh?
Yeah, because mine has like a 6 after it or something now, which it didn't before.
Yeah, NFL we talked about that last night. The NFL's 5 more years, which is fine. It's better than a 20-year deal like they did back in the day.
Yeah.
Would Xbox 360 be your favorite console? It's up there. I don't think anything could beat Nintendo, Super Nintendo.
I really like GameCube.
Xbox 360. Here's the thing. I love the original Xbox and the 360. So to me, they're like intertwined.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite Xboxes. The Series X it's got to be third because the Xbox One sucked. Okay? I dealt with that fucking thing. I stuck with them through that whole thing. I was abused. I was tortured. The One X, it fixed a little bit, but it still had that Jaguar core. I was fucking pissed about the Jaguar core. So I would say Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox Series X. That's my order of Xboxes.
And you guys have to remember, you younger guys, the original Xbox was only on the market for 4 years, and then they hit with that 360. So you just went right from one to the next. Like, it was a quick.
But the
it wasn't
360
8
was
years.
like the future of gaming. Like, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, you felt like you were part of something special when that thing came out. They had the thing in like the desert. They set up like this fucking blow up tent in the desert with all these Xboxes, and they had a huge party there, invited a bunch of celebrities. It was crazy. You were like, wow, this is the future of fucking gaming. I can't wait to see where it goes in another 20 years. And here we are bitching about it. Instead of having fun, we're bitching about it.
They were just killing it. They had Halo 1 and 2, and then you were like, I have to buy 360 because I have to play Halo 3. You had to have that machine. There was no way around it. Like, you were getting the 360. Now they don't have that.
Yeah, and then
anymore.
While you were waiting for Halo, you had a game come out called Gears of War, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yep.
Then you saw Cliffy B on stage with the chainsaw kill, and you were like, holy shit. I had people at I worked at Best Buy in Yonkers, okay? You had people in business suits coming in during their lunch break saying, hey, I need that console with that game with the chainsaw. I was like, oh, Gears of War? Yeah. That was the day it came out. We had a bunch of people walk in. They just said chainsaw game. I was like, all right, you need the game? They're like, I need the machine too. That's it.
And then they got you locked into Gears of War, so you would buy the
But
next.
that's how they got new customers. A new IP fucking sold customers to go out and buy a machine.
Yep.
That's crazy. We had like 12 people buy a 360 that day just for Gears of War.
Do you realize there was 4 Gears of War games on Xbox 360? There was 1, 2, 3, and
and there's like 5 fucking Halo games on there too.
Yeah, and people would buy them. It was like a huge deal when a Halo
You never
game
had them.
encountered
They were
Gears
making games, no problem, right?
That's what I mean. Like they were pumping them out. Now they
because
just can't
Bomber
get
and
that
Moore didn't take
consistency.
shit from anybody.
Yeah.
Matt Booty, I guarantee you, Steve Ballmer would have thrown that motherfucker out the window. After year 1, he would have thrown him out the window. Gears of War is 06 and Halo 07. Yeah, that's right. IP selling console, says Dizzy. Who would have thought what a strategy there? Well,
and it's affecting, this whole thing is affecting
Xbox has
Sony
fucking
too.
brainwashed everyone into thinking like exclusives are dead and all this shit. And yeah, to an extent they are, but to an extent they aren't. You can't just write that off. There is something there because Nintendo is showing you every fucking month. So, I mean, there is something to it. You just got to have the right one. I can understand you don't like Call of Duty or Doom exclusive game. I get that. That's fine. I'm not one of those guys that says you have to have exclusive. I really don't care where the games are. I've always said that. But when you don't have them anymore, that's a sign that something's going down.
There's no incentive to buy your hardware anymore. Like, literally, it's just like, why am I going to do that?
Well, yeah, and this new Halo game is going to be day and date. But again, I mean, will we even see it? Maybe they'll fucking can it. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. We have no idea. We have to wait this one out again. And again, we don't want Xbox to die because then Sony's going to fucking charge like $4,000 for a PlayStation 6. I think that's what a lot of these people can't get through their heads. This is not us like wanting Xbox to die. This is us trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Because if they die, we're all fucked. We all lose our libraries. All the shit that I bought is worthless. And there's no competition, so Sony's going to run roughshod.
And we're already seeing Sony just not doing anything because they're like, why are we gonna put out multi hundreds of millions of dollars in games when we don't have to do anything? They put out Astrobot, and this year they put out Ghosts of
Yeah, but
Yotei.
they
That's
got to
it.
do something, man, because I got people that are on PlayStation telling me that this shit's garbage.
Yeah,
They're
but
like they released nothing this gen, and it's true. They haven't released shit.
they're winning by default with the third party. That's all they got to like. Now they don't have to do any
They're
work,
winning
which is
because the
bad.
consoles are in the fucking store and people can buy them, unlike
Yeah,
Xbox.
but that's bad. I don't want them to win just by laying there and not do like they gotta. They used to have to fight for us. Now they don't care. They're just winning.
Yeah, Sony's gonna rest on their laurels again. That's how we got the PS3 that nobody bought for 3.5 years. Mental 9, what's going on? We said PlayStation and Mental showed up. Look at that. This pony
like,
boy.
PlayStation winning. I have to get in there. But it's true. Unfortunately, they're literally just getting the game. They have zero development costs for Call of Duty. Microsoft says, here you go, put it on your system and sell it and get however much percent for free. Like, they don't even do anything. They just put out the consoles, manufacture the consoles, and the third party games are holding them up. Madden and Call of Duty and all this stuff. And we get nothing.
And that's gonna hurt Sony down the line if they keep fucking thinking that way.
Yeah, true. And they're gonna win again because if they even make the Magnus, everybody who's just a
Sony
casual is
already,
just gonna buy
it's over.
PlayStation.
The console shit's over. Sony already won. We know that. That's fine.
Yeah, they're
Not
the
a
only
big
game
deal.
in town.
They're the only game in town at this point. Nintendo's still there. Nintendo's going to be there until the asteroid will hit again, and Nintendo will still be there. Nintendo ain't going anywhere.
My great grandkids will be playing on Nintendo at some point.
You know what's funny, Back? The whole "this is an Xbox" campaign reminds me of the PlayStation 3. When they were trying to sell the PlayStation 3 as a computer. Like, oh yeah, it's $600 because it's a computer. And the cell processor can work with your appliances. Like, no one was buying that shit. None of us bought that. We were like, that's bullshit. Doesn't work with your microwave. Fuck that. And guess what? It never did. And Sony was like, oh, the technology, just no one adopted it. It's like, no shit, fuckface, because you debuted it in a gaming console that you turned around and said was a computer, which it wasn't a computer. They said it was a computer to justify the pricing. It's like, you're a bunch of fucking idiots.
The 5 basement dwellers that were like, yeah, but you could put Linux on it. It's like, who's gonna do
Nobody
that?
even fucking knew what that was, okay?
You could run Linux on it. It's a computer. Nah, I'm good. I'll just use my computer. Meanwhile,
Horrible.
Xbox 360 is sitting there cheaper and it's kicking ass with the game.
They fired Ken Kutaragi for that shit too.
Yep.
The guy who created PlayStation. They said, you know what, motherfucker? You went on stage and said this was a good idea. You're out of here. No one's buying this fucking console.
Did you see some guy was arguing with Seamus Blackley? They didn't know he made the Xbox, and they were like,
"Oh, your
arguing
dad?"
with him about this. Yeah, my dad.
Bro, let me tell you, Seamus Blackley looks like a super fat version of Frank's dad.
I gotta find his tweet because he was talking about the direction they're going in, and some guy was like arguing with him and like, oh, they had a fight. The guy in the comments was like, I heard they had to really fight hard to get the Xbox off the ground or not running on Windows or whatever. And Seamus Blackley's like, tell me more, please. Like the guy didn't know that it was like, it's so funny.
He created it.
I know. I wish I could find that tweet.
He's the creator of the Xbox. You got people fight with the creator of the Xbox. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, are you serious?
Oh, man.
I gotta find that. He might have deleted his Twitter because I don't see him here anymore.
Seamus Blackley deleted his Twitter?
I don't know. I can't find him.
Maybe he
anymore.
blocked you. He knew you were looking at him.
Why would he block me? He's my dad. He couldn't block me. He's the father of me and the Xbox.
Dude, that guy looks exactly like your dad.
I know. Why can't I find his Twitter? He must have like disabled it or something.
Maybe the guy hurt. Maybe the guy told him more and he told him to go fuck himself. And he deleted his Twitter because he felt bad.
I'll find it
The
eventually.
guy created Xbox and you're cursing him out?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be playing it right now if it wasn't for that guy. I had to run to the store and look for fog machines.
This account doesn't exist. He must have taken his Twitter down.
Well, that sucks. He's probably getting DMs and shit.
He doesn't even want to comment on this. He's like, I can't defend them either.
Maybe he threw his phone in the fucking ocean and stayed on his yacht. I don't know.
I don't know, but it's not good.
What do you think's going to happen?
They're going to just slowly keep going in the direction they're going and not make console. They're not going to make the next console. You could tell me all day long until you're blue in the face that they're
I would have to see it to believe it at this point. Because it depends on how long they're going to last. I don't see them really lasting that long. Look at WCW, man. Everyone's like, Ted Turner's got so much money, it's not going anywhere. That was in the summer of 2000. March 2001, it was purchased by the competitor. They sold it. So you told me 5 months ago that it wasn't going anywhere. 5 months later, it's sold.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you never know, man. We've been here before.
They're also not the kind of company that they're worried about like pissing off a large amount of people. They could literally just wake up tomorrow and be like, yeah, we're done. That's it. Like,
well, here's the thing. Maybe they did that. Maybe they purposely raised Game Pass to get people to fucking leave. So again, it loses more money. They look bad. And then they just say, hey guys, time to wrap up this Xbox shit.
Well, and it's easier to
sabotage
with. It's easier to deal with it if there's less people on there. It's like, what are they going to do for people that stack till 2030?
You're fucked. You're a fucking idiot for doing that. I'm sorry.
It's true.
You just gave them free money. They'll probably refund those people with a gift card or something, but
yeah, like to the Windows.
That's why you don't do that, man. You just buy a year. You stack up for a year and you just keep going. You don't stack up for like 10 years. Like, you're nuts. People are crazy for doing that shit.
Yeah, it's not going to work for them. They're going to be in trouble with that.
Yeah, man. I see people with those cards. Oh, I'm stacked till 2035. It's like there might not be a fucking Xbox in 2035.
Or what if you don't want to buy? Then what if the next one's $2,000 and you're like, I'm not buying it? Like, what do you do?
Well, you got you're like stuck. $5,000 in fucking Xbox Live, so you're screwed. And do you get prorated if it goes to Game Pass PC? What if they get rid of console Game Pass? Are you prorated then? No, you're not probably.
Well, see, that's what Sir X-Man brought up the other night on Tuesday. He was like, hey, if you have just that ROG Ally, it's cheaper to have Game Pass. And I'm like, man, that's true. Like, that's messed up. What's going to happen with that?
83 has an unlimited gold card. Oh, he carries gold with him? He was the first person to hit million gamer score. Well, there you go. Exactly. I think they want to kill Game Pass, crank up the price until it's unpalatable to anyone. Say it's no longer viable. Well, Mental, I mean, I don't know if you heard, but they're doing this 30%. They want 30% margins from Xbox, and if they don't reach it, I think Game Pass going up in price is the least of their worries at this point. They don't get those margins, they'll fold the fucking brand.
That explains all this stuff, like why they're cutting everybody, why they're jacking up the price, because they're trying to make this margin that they can never make. There's just
they just want to close it down. I guarantee you, they just want to close this shit down.
Yep.
They're doing it on purpose because they want to find the reason to get rid of it. That's what happened with WCW. I'm going to keep bringing up WCW because I fucking lived that. The same shit's happening here. They made the company look bad. They took They said, oh yeah, you can't do certain storylines like WWF. You got standards and practices. They just kept holding it down and they fucked it over until it was done.
You know what companies do too, which could be part of this? A lot of times before a company sells, it will like cut the fat to make it look like it's worth more.
Right.
Like, oh, we have so much cash on hand, like when they go to sell it. So they might just be wrapping up that way too, that they're just going to sell the whole thing and they're going to be like, look how much money we have. Like, you know, because they cut all this stuff. They cut all the
But who would
employees.
buy it? You know, you could sell it overseas, no problem, most likely. But over here, who would buy it?
Probably one of those firms that's just a bunch of investors. That's what would happen. And then it would be like soulless and have no, I mean, it already is, but it would be worse. It'd be like EA where there's just no one behind it. That's the only, who else could afford it? You know how much money that's going to cost? It's going to be like, how much did EA sell for?
I don't even know.
It's going to be like way more than that. I mean, Activision was 69 billion, right? So it's got to be like hundreds of billions of dollars.
We can't
might
win
have to split it
businesses
up.
with a 30% margin on top. We don't care. We don't do it. Wow.
Yeah, EA was 55 billion and Activision was 69 billion. So the whole of Xbox, if they sell it in one chunk, it's got to be like $400 or $500 billion. Like there's no way it could be less than that. No, they're gonna have to split it.
No,
because who could afford
it? You can't even sell for that. It's not worth shit now. You laid
Well,
everybody off. The Xbox name isn't worth shit anymore.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the situation that's in right now. They're gonna say, "Oh, you know what? The brand is fucked up. No one's buying the shit. We'll give you pennies on the dollar for the name Xbox." They're not gonna do that. They need to make some sort of money back.
Could you imagine if they just sold it for like the money they spent on Activision? Like they just were like, "Yeah, we just want."
I think that's probably what they're gonna have to do.
It'd be so messed up.
Because who's gonna buy it?
Well, if they sell it that low, then yeah, someone can afford it. I mean, that's not an unreasonable amount of money. But you're right. Who would even really want that?
Oh, man.
If they can't do it, how is somebody else going to do it? That's the way I look at it. Like honestly, like who? I can't think of anyone who would be able to make it profitable again.
I think it's a done deal as far as not being around after this.
Do you think
debacle?
Do you think that they don't just fully bow out? They just say, "Listen, we're not making hardware. We're only going to publish games," and then slowly die that way? Or do you think they're just going to like shut it off?
Well, I think that's the point right now going forward is they don't want to do hardware, but they want to make the software. I think Bethesda's their MVP. Their MVP, and I think Activision's their MVP right now.
Yeah.
That's
just
what
making games,
but
shutter the
but again,
hardware.
if they have to meet these margins and they don't meet them, again, that's an excuse to say shut it down, sell it, get rid of it.
Yeah, or they could get rid of Game Pass, get rid of the hardware, like really downsize the whole.
I don't know
operation.
I really don't know how this goes on for another 2 years.
It's not going to, because they have to start manufacturing this thing if it's going to come out even in 2 years. By like the summer, they got to have a machine like.
I mean, they could keep it going,
ready.
but it's like, why? Why would you keep it going if you don't even want it there? Why would you even keep it going? This whole thing is like fucking weird. It's even stupid we have to talk about any of this shit.
I know. I don't know. There's no way they can fix it the way it is now. So they have to pivot. And it's either...
You know what they could do? They can have Phil Spencer go on camera and be like, guys, we fucked up again. And we're going to do a buyback program. If you don't like your Xbox, send it back. We'll refund you. We'll put that towards the Magnus or whatever the fuck, or we'll just give you the cash back, whatever. And then turn around and say, here's our plan going forward. We're going to move into PC gaming. Blah, 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 blah. Just be honest with the people. I mean, it'll work. But
You
the
know they would
problem
do
is they
it.
fucking lied. They lied their asses off and then they pivoted. And it's like, why? Why'd you pivot? I did my part. I bought the machine. Well, we didn't sell enough. Well, that's your fucking problem. That ain't my problem.
Right.
You gotta fucking make games for me. I bought the machine. You told me to buy it. I bought it.
They would do it half-assed though. They'd be like, "Oh, you could still stream on your series."
That's what I'm
console."
worried about with backwards compatibility. They're gonna fucking get lazy and not do it, and they're gonna tell you to stream it.
I mean, the install base is so low that why would they engineer a chip to play? Like, they don't care. They don't. They literally don't care about our stuff at all.
No,
They're
they
not
don't.
gonna-
I think they're
gonna say
just
you could
saying that
stream
to
it.
keep people subbed. We've fallen for this a million times. Oh, it's coming. Don't worry. Stay subscribed. Stay subbed. Game Pass.
I mean, they have no obligation to make the next one backwards compatible, so why would they? They don't care.
Yeah, they
They
don't
already
care.
lost their
Why would
money.
they care? Because they figured they brainwashed everyone to do Play Anywhere. And you know what? Well, we don't have to worry about backwards compatibility, and we could save money there.
Yeah, they'll cut that to save money.
The
They're
fact
already
that they
cutting
were
everything.
saying they were touting this chip over the summer. Oh yeah, it's gonna do all the backwards compatible. And then we hear a couple of days ago, oh yeah, software emulation. That already tells me that they're looking for a way out of that chip.
Yeah, and what are
Because
they going to
fucking
do?
Sony
software-
did that. Remember when Sony had the hardwired chip in the fucking PS3?
Yep.
And then eventually they were like, oh, we could save money. Take that chip out. Do software. And the software emulation wasn't as good as the hardware. So this reminds me of that.
And
We've
what
seen
does that
this
really
before.
achieve? Like, what is that? Like, first of all, if you do software emulation, you have to get licensing. So only their games are going to work. So it's like they're going to spend all this time and money to make Halo 5 playable on your PC. Like, they don't care. Like, this is so stupid.
They don't
It's
care.
just-
You play the new Halo.
Yeah, they're not gonna go through with that. I used to believe they would, and maybe 10 years ago that's something they would do. Now
They did
they're
it.
not gonna do that.
They did it for the Xbox One and Series X. They gave you the games.
Yeah.
They made them backwards compatible and they fixed them. So we had no reason to think that they would fuck us over like that, and they did.
I mean, they shuttered that program a while ago. And
See,
then-
either Google or Amazon. No, Google will not buy it because they just got out of gaming.
They don't
Amazon,
need it.
Amazon's starting to realize how much gaming costs, and they're not really in on it.
Amazon's just more into publishing. Like they'll just
Right.
help fund and publishing, and they're not gonna buy.
And
IP.
Apple's not fucking buying it.
No,
Keep
they're
hearing,
definitely
oh,
not.
Apple will buy Sony. It's like, why the fuck would Apple buy a Japanese gaming company? That doesn't make any fucking sense. The current solution for backwards compatibility is software. But that's how you're playing all the backwards. Yeah, that's right. They put it in a wrapper and they do all that.
But that's why they're so limited because they have to have the rights. So that's why I don't see them like.
Yeah, that's
bothering
true.
people.
Because when they had to go back and do Red Dead, they had to call Rockstar and get permission for all that.
They're not gonna do.
And they were gonna do the frame boost, and Rockstar said no. Remember that?
Yeah, because they want to sell it to you
Because
again.
they wanted to sell it again. So
What incentive does a company have to let them even do like that? Doesn't even make sense. It's the same thing with Play Anywhere, and that I brought this up. If you're Borderlands 4, are you gonna say, sure, Microsoft, we're gonna help you sell your thing and you can make it Play Anywhere? Or are they gonna say, nah, they gotta buy it again on Steam?
well,
They want
GTA
you to
6
double
is
dip.
fucked because if you have the ROG, you can't even play GTA 6
Yeah, you can't.
because it's
on
not going to be
PC.
Play Anywhere because there's no PC day and date. So
You
you-
stream it from your Xbox. That's it.
right, so people are fucked on that end.
But these companies have no incentive to do Play Anywhere either. Like that's what I was saying. Like, why would they want you to double dip? They don't care if you can't.
Well, I'm
play.
sure
They're
these
gonna say,
companies are
"Buy
going
it."
to say, you want us to do Play Anywhere? It's going to cost you money. And Microsoft's going to say, no, fuck that. And then you're fucking
Yeah.
over everyone else that bought the ROG or bought the Magnus.
Yeah. A lot of games are not going to be Play Anywhere,
know.
and people got to realize that it's just not going to happen. Like,
Oh, but you could buy GTA on Steam. Yeah, that's what people are going to do. I thought the whole point was to get you a Microsoft store, but I guess not, right? If that game isn't on there,
But who knows how many months it's going to be before it comes to PC anyway, so you're not going to be able to play it natively on there.
yeah, I know, Mental, but they would have to get all the licensing too. Not for the hardware stuff, but for the soft. If they did software emulation, I'm sure companies are going to be like, give us money.
And how is that?
You can
how
go
is
in there
them-
and up the frame rate or whatever, but just give us money. And I don't think they want to pay all that.
Well, and how is them doing the backwards compatibility going to generate them any money?
Nice,
Like, it's
Dreadpool.
not
Take
gonna-
care. Happy birthday again to Death Dealer. Have fun. You guys have fun. He's going to film everything so we can all see what's going on later. Check
Have
out
fun, Dread.
Dreadpool's channel later on. MS would need to have some sort of online. Yeah, exactly. And are they going to even do all that, Mental? They didn't want to do it when they bought ABK. You really think they're going to do it now?
And what is that going to get them? Like, ooh, you could buy Halo 5 on the new. It's like, who's going to like? It's not going to generate money. So
Listen,
why are they
if
gonna
they
spend
would
money?
if they would have done what Mental said, if they would have done all that when they bought ABK, categorize everything and get all the licensing, the fucking machine would be fine. Everything would be good. Everything would be play anywhere. Your library would come with you. It would have been fine. But they didn't even fucking do that.
All right.
They were just lazy about everything. Fucking bullshit, man. That's why you have to play the waiting game. We have to wait and see what happens. We could be right, we could be wrong, but guess what? It doesn't matter. We still have to wait it out. That's why I see these guys fucking fighting online. Why? Just wait for another 5 or 6 months. It'll tell you everything you need to know. Guaranteed. With all this fucking drama that leaks out every goddamn week, you're going to have a clear picture by, I think, maybe May, June of next year. So
Yeah.
there's no point in arguing with people or getting in fights online. There's no point in doing that shit. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you're going to look stupid either way. Whether you're right or wrong, you're going to look dumb. Because you're fucking fighting with people over this shit. There's no reason to fight. We all got to sit there and wait and see what happens.
I just see them cutting everything to save money, and I don't see them wasting one dime on like anything remotely unnecessary, like backwards compatibility. Like, why would they even put any money to it?
Right. Well, mentally, you could tell that to Rockstar, who wouldn't allow them to do a Red Dead 2 patch because they're going to re-release Red Dead 2 again, which sucks. People are going to have to go out and buy that. I already bought it on Steam, so I'm good, but people are going to want to do all that. If they don't do it, fuck them. Yeah, that's what I would say. I won't buy the new if there's no backwards compatibility. We have to wait. We have to wait and see what they're gonna do. That's why I'm just done. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna enjoy Mortal Kombat on the Xbox. I have it on all the other platforms as well. That's a game that you need to buy on every platform. But that's the last Xbox game I'm purchasing. I'm done. You have to show me to come back. Until you can do that, then I'll be back. Until then, I don't want to hear it. Game Pass expires April 19th. I'm out. And I'm not coming back. I'm not paying $30 a month. Fuck that shit.
Mine's actually up in a month from today.
I don't care how many fucking indie games are in there. I don't care how many fucking anime games are in there that you think are game of the year. No one gives a flying fuck. It's my money. Just like all you guys are bitching about The Rock. Oh, it's my money. Don't tell me to spend it. Well, don't tell me to spend mine. If I don't want Game Pass, that's on me. I don't want to fucking buy it. I don't need to buy it. We see a lot of this bullshit going on online. Like, enough is enough. You can tell me what not to buy, but I can't tell you what not to buy. Come on, guys. Enough is enough. Stop fighting. If I don't want Game Pass, don't take that as a fucking, oh my God, like I cursed you out, like an insult. If I don't want to renew Game Pass, it's not an insult on you. I don't want to fucking pay for it.
Yeah, why would you care?
Maybe you got to stop being insecure with yourself. It's a fucking service. Who gives a shit? You mean he won't subscribe to Game Pass like me? Well, I need to tell him that he's wrong in the chat. Now, how about you go fuck yourself? Just saying, right?
Yep.
I don't go in anybody's chat. I don't ring my neighbor's doorbell and say, "Did you get Game Pass?" No, I didn't get Game Pass. Well, why didn't you have Game Pass? Best deal in gaming. Well, I don't. You don't play
You don't
games
go-
anywhere? I got PlayStation, so I do play anywhere. Oh no, that's not play anywhere. You don't understand. I don't do this shit. I don't go in people's chat room and fucking parade naked. You got Game Pass? Oh.
You got to go door to door. You got to knock on your neighbor's door.
That's
Sir,
Game
sir,
Pass
I need to
man's
talk to
job,
you.
not mine.
Sir, do you want to subscribe to Game Pass today?
But do you know how fucking stupid that these guys look
Yeah.
when they do this shit?
You're shilling for a service. It's like dumb.
For a service that keeps going up in price in an economy that we're fucked in right now. You can't make this shit up. So when Game Pass is $50 a month, are you going to tell me that's the best deal in gaming? You sure are. Well, games are $80. Yeah, go fuck yourself. You're a fucking idiot.
They're gonna come on there and say the same rhetoric. Oh, well, it might not be a good value for you, but it's a good value for me.
That's fine.
It's like,
if it's a good value for them, that's fine. If they want to blow the money, again, I could go get male hookers and blow and prostitutes and shit with my money. I can do whatever I want. Doesn't mean you should go do it. But I'm not going to make you do it. Like, it's enough is enough. I'm sick of this shit. It's always the fucking goalpost moving, and it's the guy hits you, you go to hit him back, and he's like, "Please don't hurt me." It's like, well, you fucking hit me, you dick.
they punch you in the face and then they act like, "Oh no, I'm sorry.
They
I made a
scream,
mistake."
"Oh, please don't hurt me." Well, why the fuck did you hit me then, you fuck?
So true. All right, I need to get going, unfortunately, because
They found him.
I have to go take care of my family.
All right, you go ahead. I'll see you later. Thanks for coming on.
All right. Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
All right,
Bye.
bye. All right, I'm going to end this because there's no point. We've been going in circles for over an hour here. I just wanted to come on and talk about this breaking news, or not really breaking. It was been going on all day. So I just wanted to talk about this news today and get your thoughts. I wasn't expecting him to jump on here because he was busy, but he found time to come on here. So shout out to Frank for doing that. We have to wait and see what really happens with all this stuff. And it is what it is. I'm not spending any more money on Microsoft. I'll buy the controllers because I use them on PC. But I really am not going to invest any more in the ecosystem. My Game Pass goes April 19th, and I'm not buying any more digital games on that platform until I find out what's going on. And we'll find out within the next 5 or 6 months where they're really headed. But I'm not brainwashed like a lot of these dumb fucks out there. Just saying. And that's not a knock on anybody in particular. I just see it all over the place. You know, everyone's brainwashed by the marketing and stuff like it's marketing. You're supposed to fucking, well, you're not supposed to be too brainwashed by it, but you're supposed to, you know, see the marketing, and if it appeals to you, like, you go ahead with the marketing. You know what I mean? But a lot of people are dumb fucks. They're getting brainwashed by this horse shit. It's time to hurry up and wait. No, it is. That's not your tagline. You know that. Unless you say it's time to wait the fuck up. You see, that's when you go to a different federation and you can't take your tagline with you, so you make a new one similar to that one. So you can't take wake the fuck up, but you can say wait the fuck up. Oh, man. Chat room, what do you think about this news before I roll? It's time to wake up. You know that's not what your tagline is. Come on. Anyway, yeah, I'll say this. It's not worth fighting with people online over this shit because you know what? We're going to find out in a few months. Within the next 6-7 months, we're going to find out what's going on. So there's no point in arguing with people, losing friends over this. It's just stupid. You can be friends with people and have different opinions. I mean, that's actually a thing. You know that? Some of the people out there might want to try that. What was the news? What we're talking about? The percentages and stuff. The margins, not the percentages. The margins. Halo rant tomorrow by a lot of people. Well, that's another thing too. I hope that they do good with Halo because I'd like to play a new one, but we have to wait and see what they show us. If they show us some good stuff, I'll praise it. But if they don't, it might not even be worth talking about. I don't know. Unless they put celebrities in it and fuck it up like Fortnite or Call of Duty. Then yeah, you'll probably get a rant. But who knows? But yeah, everyone, I'll say this. Don't fight with each other about this stuff. We're going to know one way or another. And you know what? Say they do go out. That's going to suck for everybody. Because again, Sony's going to run roughshod on the pricing of the 6. And the controllers and the accessories. We don't want that. Come on. We want Xbox to be better. They got to be better. They got to figure this out. Unfortunately, I think time is running out for them. It's a very fucked up situation. It really is. So hopefully they can get something going, but it looks like it's on borrowed time. Is Tony's friend no hockey fan? I can't read that on the air. Tony Soprano is a fictional character, hockey fan. Come on. All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to play the outro, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. I think Pink will be live tonight playing a Resident Evil 2 remake. I think she's finishing up Claire. So you guys might want to check that out around 9:45, 10 p.m. So I think that's it. All right, I'll end with the outro with the bootleg Sopranos music.
Neon buzzing, the console hum, the joystick waits, the shadows run. Phil sits cool with a whiskey stare, cards on the table, truth in the air. Loyalty's a razor, what will you do? says make it plain. Tony grins, you'll know my name. The Xbox road to respect, it's about the players, what they expect. Tony says trust me, don't deflect. This is an offer